Let's talk about that perfect diet you've planned. You've probably started a dozen times. Begins on a Sunday night, right? You're filled with motivation. You meal prep 3 hours, packing identical containers of dried chicken and brown rice and broccoli, and you swear off everything. You're not doing any crap. No sugar, no carbs after 6 p.m., no beer, no pizza. You are all in 100%. Day one feels great. You're proud. You did it. You feel in control. Day two, you're a little tired, lack of carbs, but you're pushing through it. By day four, it's all starting to unravel. You're exhausted. You're irritable. You're staring at your sad container of chicken while your family orders a pizza. Your willpower battery is completely drained. And then it happens. You have that one bad meal. And then that's when the all or nothing mindset kicks in. You think, well, I already messed up. Today's a write off. Screw it. Might as well eat the rest of the pizza, have the ice cream, give me some donuts. I'll have a beer. I'll just start over again on Monday. This is the definition of the perfection trap. And that perfect plan you keep trying to follow is not just hard to stick to. It's a system that's scientifically designed to make you fail. It's the very reason you keep regaining the weight over and over again. It's the enemy of your progress. And here is the secret. The key to losing 20, 30, or even 50 pounds isn't to be more restrictive. In reality, it's to be less. What if you could lose that gut while eating foods you actually love, have a beer with friends, and never, ever feel like you have to start over on Monday? This is the entire philosophy my clients use. We call it the anti-diet framework. It's a paradigm shift. We stop focusing on perfection and we start focusing on consistency. We stop focusing on restriction and we start focusing on addition. We stop treating food as an emotional battlefield and we start using it as a high performance tool. This system is not built on willpower. It's built on a set of simple strategic principles that make fat loss feel automatic and not forced. Today, I'm going to give you the 3 core principles of this anti-diet framework that we use. And the first one is the most powerful one. The first principle we operate on is the protein priority principles. Every perfect diet you've ever tried is obsessed with subtraction, cutting calories, cutting carbs, cutting fat. It's a mindset of scarcity, and it triggers your body's panic signals, making you crave high energy foods. The anti-diet framework does the opposite. We focus on addition. Your one and only goal when you start is to aggressively add protein to your meals. Specifically, our clients aim for something like 30, 40, maybe even 50 grams of protein 4 times a day. Why is that? Well, the protein is the ultimate fat loss lever. It does 3 things better than anything else. One, it's the most satiating nutrient. What that means is it keeps you physically full and kills your cravings on a hormonal level. You're no longer fighting a constant nagging hunger. 2, it has a high thermic effect of food, which just simply means your body has to work so hard to break down the protein that it burns up to 30% of the calories from the protein just by digesting it. It's essentially a free metabolic boost. And 3, this is the most important one for you, it protects your muscle. When you go on a typical low-calorie diet, you don't just lose fat, you lose muscle as well. That's why you end up looking skinny fat. You're smaller, but you're also softer. Protein protects your hard-earned muscle, your engine ensuring that the weight you're losing is from fat and fat alone. This is the first thing that my clients do. They just start eating more protein, and they're always shocked to find they're losing fat while feeling full and strong. The second principle is what we call the freedom protocol. This is how we kill the all or nothing mindset for good. The perfection trap fails because it has no plan for real life. The moment you deviate, the moment you're a freaking human being, the entire plan shatters and you're flooded with guilt. The freedom protocol builds real life into the plan. Here's how it works. 80% of your meals are on point. They're built around that protein priority. They are high quality, whole foods that fuel your body properly. Now, that other 20%, that's your freedom. That's for pizza night with your kids. That's for the date night with your wife. That's for the beer at the barbecue with your friends. Now, listen closely because this next part is crucial. This is not, I repeat, not a cheat meal. A cheat meal implies you're doing something wrong, right? It's loaded with guilt, and that guilt is what leads to the binge. The 20% is a planned, strategic part of your lifestyle. It's a non negotiable. It's what makes this sustainable. You have the pizza, you enjoy it, you feel zero guilt. And your very next meal, you're right back on track. There's no wagon to fall off of. The system is designed to be flexible. When you remove that guilt, you remove the power of those bad foods. They no longer control you. You are in charge. That is the real freedom. The third and final principle is an identity shift. My clients learn to use the fuel, not therapy filter. For most of our lives, we used food to manage our emotions. We eat when we're stressed. We eat when we're bored. We eat as a reward for a hard day. We're using food as a therapy, and that makes it impossible to be objective. The fuel, not therapy filter changes the question. Before you eat, you learn to pause and ask yourself one simple, logical question. What is this food going to do for me in the next 3 hours? Will this food give me sustained energy that I need to be present and engaged with my kids when I get home from a long day of work? Will it give me the mental clarity to finish this project at work? Or will it make me feel sluggish, foggy, and tired? When you start asking that question, your choices become simple and logical, not emotional. A donut isn't bad. It's just a poor fuel choice that'll make you crash in 45 minutes. The high protein meal isn't good. It's just a superior fuel choice that'll give you 4 hours of sustained energy. This is how you detach from the emotional roller coaster. You're not dieting. You're a man on a mission, and you're making strategic fuel choices to be better at that mission. So now let's look at the two paths, right? The perfect diet path, that's a prison of restriction, guilt, and inevitable failure. It's a constant battle against your own biology and your real life. And it's a battle, simply you'll just always lose. Then you have the anti-diet path, a system built on 3 principles: the protein priority, focus on addition, not subtraction; the freedom protocol, which focuses on consistency and not perfection; and finally, the fuel filter, which is the focus on logic and not emotion. This is the system my clients use. It's how they lose 20 to 30 pounds while eating more food and stressing less about it than they ever have before. This is how they get free. You can take these 3 principles today and start applying them on your own. But if you're done trying to figure it all out yourself, and if you want a proven, battle-tested system that's customized to you and your life, your schedule, and your goals, and you want a coach in your corner to build that freedom plan for you and make sure you are held accountable to it, that's what we do here. If you're ready to stop dieting and start building a system that actually works, I want you to send me a direct message right at my Instagram down below with the word action. Let's get you free.